Okay, got the dog underneath me. It's hard for me to move around because I don't want the rollers on the chair to step on him. So, okay, let's pull out the trimmer, the edge cutter. So folks, there it is. The edges are gonna look like that, and that's exactly what I was looking for. Something very dainty and lacy. I can't believe that this showed up and then this happened. You might say the stars are aligned. I say it's a little God wink, a little golden nugget from God for being patient and waiting, because that's rare for me to be a patient person. Then punch down. That is going to be pretty. So what I do is I take my the one I just punched, and I match it up. Oh, that's beautiful. Now see, I could do this on my silhouette machine, but that's a lot of wear and tear on my blade. Good morning, friends. Oh no, it's not. It's not. Good afternoon. 12:15, and it is Monday, April the 21st. I am waiting for the mail to arrive, because today my little blocks, my little place card holders arrive. Finally. It'll be 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Ridiculous. I think what happened was that they had to go find some probably walnut wood. Yeah, I had to ask probably for the most difficult wood to find. Anyway, that's what I'm waiting for. So in the meantime, while I am waiting, I am going to just make a rough draft of some of my illustrations in Affinity Photo, not Photoshop, but very similar. And what I'm going to do is cut them out and then get them ready for when the blocks come. I can put them on there. But so come with me as it's just going to be a black and white rough draft, and we're going to embed some of those pictures. So what I'm going to do is let's go with 4 inches. So when I trimmed them, what I have decided to do is use the lace paper cutter on just the top only. Not the sides, not the bottom. It's not going to be all the way around the square. It's just going to be on top. So it's going to look pretty, I think. I've seen cards like that where just one side is cut with that lace pattern or other patterns, and it looks really pretty. I'm also just printing it on regular copy paper. I'm not using my fancy expensive paper. Once I print these out and trim the top and we wait for the wood, I'm gonna go out to my patio and plant some herbs that I just bought and a geranium that I just bought. If you know me, I love to cook with fresh herbs. I learned that from Ina Garden in Barefoot Contessa. So okay, here they are. These are 4x4s. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim them first with my large paper cutter. And then, oh, this thing is so heavy. It's heavy, and I gotta make sure that I don't, the clamp is on so I don't chop off my fingers. That would be terrible to do that on camera, wouldn't it? I already see a problem with one of them, and I'll show you what it is. Okay, let me show you the one I'm going to have issues with, is this one. Because when I put it in here, it's going to be chopping off a lot of the letters and all that stuff. So I'm going to have to go back into the illustration and tweak the trellis and put the words maybe someplace else. Let's see if this one works. It only cut this much at the top. So what I'm going to do, I want it to go all the way across. Match it up, and that way they will match. This is such a pretty pattern, and I am just so thrilled that I happened upon it. So see, isn't that pretty? And that's what they're going to look like So I'm going to make all of them like this. And then this is going to go on that block. And you can have it setting on your desk. You can have it set on your bedside table. I wouldn't put it in the bathroom only because it's paper. You don't want to use that in someplace that gets humid. So, where you do your devotions on your desktop at work, but that looks so pretty. So, okay, what we're going to do next is wait for my order to arrive, and then we will be back. And in the meantime, I will go do some planting outside. Go spend some time with nature. I did not get my order, and so I don't have any samples to show you because they haven't arrived yet. It was around 6:30 yesterday evening when I got another notice that said arriving late. So I am going to go back and tweak my illustrations. So I need to go back and adjust this. Here's another one that I did where it did chop off some of the text, but none of the illustration. So I need to go back and adjust the text on that one. Hi friends, in the kitchen with MzzBev Creates. I am making, I can't find my column. Okay, well, I guess I can flip it over. I am making chicken Vesuvio. It's a dish that I first heard of in the movie Return to Me with David Duchovny and Minnie something. And I'll put her last name up here. But one of my top 5 could be Return to Me, where, spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you the story, and if you don't want to hear the story, skip ahead. It's about a girl who's had heart problems, and she's in the hospital needing a transplant. That's half the story. The other half is there's a couple, and the woman is she runs the ape habitat at the local zoo, and they're trying to raise money to build a better place for the ape that's in the zoo, because all he has is just this little cave. She wants to build a outdoor type of habitat for him where he can get some fresh air every day. So they're having a fundraiser, and the fundraiser ends, and the story flips to the girl who's in the hospital. Her good sister-in-law or cousin, good friend, is sitting with her. They're playing a game, but she can barely do anything because she's so weak. But she's talking a little bit. And let me show you what I'm doing. So it flips back to the couple, and they're in the hospital, and he is rushing right next to the gurney while the medics push her into emergency surgery. Apparently they had his wife, they had gotten into an accident, I guess after the fundraiser. It was a very fancy one, like a ball. Very, they were dressed up really nice in gowns and diamonds, and very nice. There's some humor in the movie, and it's funny, and you'll have to watch it. But I'm sauteing the chicken right now. So then next thing you know is that the husband finds out his wife didn't make it. So she's a organ donor. So you can guess that the girl who's having the heart problems and is in the hospital in need of a new heart, she gets the girl's heart. So fast forward a year later, she's out in her garden painting and recovering really well from her heart surgery. And the widower now, he is just still trying to live one day at a time. His best buddy is funny, and he's trying to convince him to go on a date with him, and he's like, no, I'm not ready. Well, he makes it after all, because he thinks it's time to move forward. Not on, but move forward. So lo and behold, he goes to it's like a mix of a restaurant that's got a little bit of Italian and a little bit of, I'll write it up here. I'll look it up and write it up here. Lo and behold, the girl with the transplant is the waitress there. She's the waitress there because her uncle owns that restaurant. And it just so happens that there's these 3 older men, or 4 older men, including her uncle. They all are in the restaurant. They all are a big part of her life. They are so funny. A lot of the background music is Jackie Gleason's orchestra. And I never knew this. I just knew Jackie Gleason was a comedian back in the 50s. And he was really mean and ugly towards his wife, and I guess back then they thought that was funny. I never liked him. Never. I don't know how she put up with him. But apparently he was also an orchestra composer, director, music. I think he wrote music. Beautiful. My type of retro music. So, it makes me want to go see that movie right now. And I just might. But in that restaurant, they serve chicken Vesuvio. And it's an Italian dish, but it has potatoes in it. And so you're like, oh, Irish. That's what it is. It's Irish. It's an Italian-Irish restaurant. So, when you think of Italian food, you think of pasta and marinara sauce and Alfredo sauce. Well, I don't know about Alfredo. I don't know if that's originally from Italy. Anyway, you think of all that kind of food. But this has potatoes in it. And it's got a delicious flavor with thyme and oregano. And then the potatoes with garlic and the butter and then you top it off with sugar snap peas and all together. When I saw that movie several times, it dawned on me, you know what? I'm going to go check out to see what chicken Vesuvio is, because they mention it a couple times in the restaurant. So I looked it up. It intrigued me. But then around the same time, Gianna De Laurentiis, on her Saturday show, which I watched often, I watched Ina Garten in Barefoot Contessa back in the mid-2010s, and Gianna De Laurentiis. So Gianna De Laurentiis was full Italian, and you know, she knows how to cook Italian and pronounce Italian words. And she was making her version of chicken Vesuvio. What are the odds? So of course my ears perked up. I remember writing down everything she was saying. I may have recorded it so that I could go back and make sure that I wrote down all the ingredients. So I made it, and my husband loved it. And I don't know how many times I have made it since then. And it's a perfect one dish meal for when you have company. It's kind of a fancy dish in some ways, but at the same time it's cooked all in one big 13 by 9-inch pan. So I had a really pretty white casserole dish that size, and so I served it in that, so it looked pretty. It looked pretty. And then when you put the snap peas on top of it and give it that green color, oh, it's a beautiful dish. Friends, I will leave you the recipe down below. And in the meantime, I'm not going to finish the story because you need to go watch it. It's called Return to Me. I'm done browning the chicken. I'm going to set these aside. I'm going to do the stovetop version. So I have never done the stovetop version before. I'm always doing the one that you bake in the oven. Set this aside. Add a little bit of more olive oil, and I'm going to bring in the potatoes. Red potatoes. I cut them up in what, quarter sizes, something like that. I'm using half of the recipe because it's just me, and I don't want to have too much, but it will make a great second meal tomorrow. So it's okay to brown these in the oil that the chicken was cooking in. It will give it lots of good flavor. So I'm going to move you. Excuse me. I need to get my oregano and... Oh, snap. Oh, I'm glad I had the lid on. My olive oil just fell. Oh, thank you, Lord, I had the lid on. So I'm going to add some salt to the potatoes. Pepper, garlic powder, and then some oregano. If I had some fresh oregano, I would have used that instead. Ooh, thyme. Thyme. Did I buy thyme? You know what, friends? I think I bought thyme. I'm going to go get some fresh thyme from my herb garden that I planted yesterday. Okay, we will let these continue to brown. I'm going to let these brown. I'll be back. So here I'm thinking that I taped and I didn't. It's hard to do two things at once. But anyway, I was able to take off a bunch of fresh thyme, friends. This is what I'm going to use in the dish. I got some thyme, Bubba. I don't want your nose on it, but I know you can smell it. Okay. I'll bring it right here. There we go. I can smell it. It smells so good. It just adds to the dish. Amazing what it does. And there it is. That is chopped up thyme. That's all. I'm not going to put it in just yet. I'm going to put it in a little later. So, but at least I have it ready. Potatoes are still cooking. The potatoes are almost completely done, and I added a 3/4 cup of mirin. I was supposed to use white wine, but I don't have white wine. But mirin, that's the way I pronounce it, M-I-R-I-N. I'm not sure how to pronounce it correctly. but Google says mirin serves a perfect substitute for white wine. I'm gonna go grab the fresh chopped thyme and add it to the dish. And now when I do this, I'll let it simmer for, oh, look at that, isn't that a pretty dish? Just love the way that green looks on all that brown earth tones. Such an earthy flavor type of dish. Oh, this is gonna be so good. I think it's gonna work out well, even though it's not the baked version, but the stovetop version. So I'm gonna let this simmer for a half hour. Oh, look at that. Perfectly down, yep. Okay, I'm just gonna turn the chicken over. You don't have to do this. So that's ready. I'm gonna turn it all the way down to low. Then I'm going to cook the butter, yeah. Cook the peas in some butter. Just a little bit, I don't use a lot. Oh, that much. Just gotta saute them. So yeah, it's looking good. Just as good as when I bake it in the oven. So, okay, once the peas are ready, I will pour it on there and then I'll put it in a dish. Peas are done. All you do is just add them on there. Just very gently stir them. You don't do it real hard. Just do it very gently so that you don't break the pea pods. And just let it sit on it as it's not simmering. It's on very low for about 5 minutes. I just toasted some ciabatta bread because, oh, you dip this in the sauce and chef's kiss. I haven't had this since I lived with my son. I think I made it for my son and his wife. Let me get some potatoes. Some wonderful potatoes. Hi friends, it's not good morning, it is good afternoon, good day, and it is maybe 2 days from the last time I talked with you. Wooden placeholders, card holders are gonna be here today. It says it's out for delivery. So when I see the mail truck pass by my window, I'm gonna head out and go grab them. So I tell you, 3 weeks or more. I tweaked some of the illustrations, my Proverbs 31 woman illustrations. I'm going to continue tweaking the ones that I have right now. And when I say tweaking, I also I go in and fix some or adjust some areas of the illustration. But I'm also making sure that they all will make enough room near the top. Yeah, at the top, so that when I go to trim it with the hole punch, that nothing will get cut off, such as the illustration or the wording. Like this one's a perfect example of how it needs to look. Also, in regards to, oh my goodness, how could I forget? Happy Administrative Professionals Day to all you wonderful office workers out there, whether you're a cleric worker, a secretary, administrative assistant, executive professional, receptionist, the office worker who makes the office run and doesn't get enough credit for it. So if you are listening, and if you are either a boss or a coworker, and you have a receptionist out front, or if you have an office worker in your office building and you didn't recognize her today, tisk, tisk, tisk. Because if you've been watching me for the past, 3 months since January, I have mentioned April 23, 2025 is National International Administrative Professionals Day. And I've been working on a gift box and advertising it so much, so hard since January. So if you forgot, it's to tell you the truth, today is the day to celebrate, but all week it's been Administrative Professionals Week as well. So you have till Friday, okay? You have till Friday. So you've got some grace. You've got some grace. If you haven't done it today, it's not too late to go out, go get a balloon bouquet, get a gift card to her favorite place to go eat, and a card, and sign it, and deliver it, and that'll put a smile on her face, and she'll work a little better for you. Yep, she'll work a little better for you. So again, happy Administrative Professionals Day to all you out there. Love you. I see you. I know you work hard. Anything that I have left over from My Girl Friday gift box, what I'm going to do is whatever is left, I'm going to list them individually in my shop. I'm going to go get my iPad, and I am going to do some more tweaking on those illustrations. So come join me. Well, can you tell I've been outside? Yay! Okay. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, here they are. 2-inch place card holders, walnut. So, okay, I'm gonna bring a sample. Now, this is not the paper I'm going to be using, so it's going to look a little flimsy on there and droopy. I haven't printed out the ones I'm going to be selling just because they're not ready to print out yet. So anyway, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them in here. Is it slanted? No, it's not slanted. No. How cute is that? That's what it's going to look like, friends. And you can put it on your desk to serve as a encouragement, to serve as a reminder. Let's see here. What other one? Oh, then. This one would have been just perfect had the words been a little bit lower. But there we go. What do you all think? You like that? So, okay, I got 5 of them, but this is all of them here. I just have them all together. Walnut, I love walnut. It's so smooth. 2 inches, and they stand up. And the paper that I'm going to be using is 300 GSM, so it's a lot thicker and sturdier. So it's going to look good. I'm happy. I like it. I did discover that I'm going to need to draw one more illustration, and that's what I'm working on right now. So Let's go ahead and finish, well, work on it. See how far I get, because it is now 2:30. So it is the next morning. Today is the 24th. Thursday, April 24th. The day after Administrative Professionals Day. So I hope all of you who work in that field were blessed and praised and put up on a pedestal and thanked and spoiled. And if not, 30 lashes with a wet noodle to your boss and co-workers. But, well, like I said, by the time you see this, it'll be too late. But they've got till tomorrow, Friday, because it's been a celebration. It's officially a week-long celebration. So it is almost 8 o'clock in the morning. What I'm going to be doing is finishing up on my latest illustration. She fears the Lord. And what that means is not that she's, like this, scared of him, but she reverences him. She esteems him. So she spends time with him in his word daily, every morning. And she is sitting on her little sofa chair in the morning time, reading her devotional with her kitty cat next to her. I do have a table that's going to come up. Let me show you the line art that I'm using. There we go. There's the line art. So I'm in the coloring stage. Oh, and then she's in her cute little pajamas, kitty cat pajamas. And if you look real close to the pajamas, let me show you, friends, you'll see kitty cats. And you know what? That kitty cat illustration is very, very special to me, because I don't know how long he'd been doing it, probably as soon as after we got married, but my late husband would draw this cat here and there to surprise me, to make me smile, because it tells me that, oh, he was here. So I find his kitty cat illustration in a lot of my books, stuff I was writing on. He'll even do it on maybe some paintings. So if I can find it, I'll show it to you. He was so impressed with my drawing because he felt that he wasn't a drawer, and he loved it. He just loved, I guess, what I drew. And he just got a kick out of it. And so this was his claim to his drawing. Now, it's not exactly like his, but it was always a circle with a dot in the middle and the whiskers and really tall, pointy ears. So this is a very special drawing to me. So, okay, I gotta go find my little glove and I'll be back. Back with my glove, but I went and looked in my storage closet for a sketchbook, and this, friends, is my very first sketchbook that I bought and used for the beginning of it was for Inktober 2018. And I thought, you know what, I'll definitely find it in here. I'm sure I did. But let me show you. I was using Tombow markers. And dun 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 dun. Here's the cat my husband drew. So I didn't realize he had eyes. I forgot. And a mouth. But yes, hubby did that. I'm done blabbing, friends. I need to finish this so that I can come back after my PT appointment. I am enjoying my coffee at 11, almost 11:40 in the morning. My first cup of coffee. We're just getting back from family weekend. Had a wonderful time. So blessed, so wonderful. Our little, call him baby boy sometimes. He got baptized. So it was very special time. With that said, I am back. It's Monday morning. I can't drink coffee or anything if I'm going to be going on a trip first thing in the morning, because it runs right through me, and there are not a lot of stops to be able to make on this road between my son's house and mine, and it's almost a 2-hour trip. So it's just best if I don't drink anything. So as soon as I got home and as soon as I was able to, I did give Dexter a walk. We did go for a walk. He's resting now. But I made my cup of coffee. I had to. So it tastes so good. Excuse me. Take this out. I am so tired. I feel like it's 6 o'clock. I really could go for a nap right now, but I need to edit a vlog. I've got one due yesterday. So I'm gonna be doing that as much as possible on my spare time this evening, finishing up my Proverbs 31 women. I worked on them a bit yesterday when we had some downtime. We usually all sit down in the living room. We've got a bunch of recliner sofas and stuff, and the TV there to watch a movie. And sometimes I join them, and sometimes I just go back to my room because it's late and I'm ready for bed. But since it was just my son, my daughter-in-law, and myself, I had mentioned during the day something about like, I want to go see Pride and Prejudice while it's still at the theater. And it perked up my daughter-in-law's ears. And she goes, oh, we can watch it tonight if you want. I'm like, well, if you want, sure. So my son wasn't going to join us at first, although he does like the movie very much. I guess he wasn't in the mood for it just yet. But then as the time came upon it, where it was time to sit down and turn the TV on and start watching it, he changed his mind. And, every time, oh, wait till this part. Oh, you got to be quiet during this part. Oh, shh, everybody, shh. It's like, and he admits it. He's a romantic, and it's so cute to see him enjoy this movie. It's mostly a chick flick. But you know what? My late husband liked it too. And one time I specifically remember when we were watching it, when Mr. Darcy rushes into the house that Lizzie is staying with her cousin Charlotte. And is it her cousin? Or her friend, her best friend Charlotte. And she's alone writing letters. And Mr. Darcy just rushes in and he's speechless. He doesn't know what to say. He's tongue-tied and he wants to spit it out and he just can't say anything. And I giggle at that. Of course, we all do it. And one time when we were watching it when I was watching it with my late husband, I was giggling and he looked at me like, that's not easy. That's not funny. That's hard. He was kind of bashful. It's funny because he was kind of bashful when we first met. And he was also very quiet and stoic. Everybody thinks he's mad. So he has a lot of similar traits with Mr. Darcy in regards to personality. Because when my family met him, they're like, why is he so quiet? I'm like, that's the way he is. That's the way he is. I can't explain it either. That's just the way he is. And so, I'm Miss Chatty. And he said, that's what attracted him when he saw me and met me. My bubbly personality, my smile, and cheerful, and opposite personalities attract. So we were definitely one of those. But it was a fun evening, fun weekend. It's good to be home, of course. Good to be back home. I'm so glad I cleaned the house when I left. It's so nice to come home to a clean kitchen, to a clean house. Anyway, friends, I am gonna start video editing. So I will see you in the next one. Whatever it is I'm going to be working on, most likely my Proverbs 31 women, finishing them up. So, okay, we'll see you in the next one. Just kidding. It's the end of the vlog. So thanks for coming, friends. I appreciate it. And don't forget to give me a like, thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you to my new followers, and I appreciate you coming. I hope you find what you're looking for in regards to digital illustration, drawing, and creating all kinds of stuff. So again, thanks for coming, friends, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and God bless.